What's up, fight fans and trivia titans? Welcome back to the Roger Report, where we dive headfirst into the stories that matter, the moments that define, and the news that just won't quit. The world of sports and entertainment is a whirlwind, a constant barrage of updates that keep us on the edge of our seats, and today, we've got a lineup that's hotter than a freshly fired jab. We're talking about the power of the spoken word in the fight game, the sheer chaos of Mother Nature interfering with a major event, and the persistent buzz about potential future matchups that have everyone talking. Get ready, because the news cycle never sleeps, and neither do we. Let's get into it. First up, we're heading into the octagon and beyond to explore the art of trash talk and championship-level promos. It's not just about the knockout, it's about the mic drop. We're counting down the fighters who have mastered the verbal sparring match, delivering lines that are as memorable as their victories. From legendary rants to perfectly timed quips, these athletes prove that a sharp tongue can be just as powerful as a knockout punch. Who reigns supreme when it comes to charisma and controversy behind the microphone? Then, we shift gears to a truly unbelievable scene where extreme weather turned a fight night into a disaster zone. Imagine a packed event, the action heating up, and then bam! Nature unleashes its fury, causing chaos and forcing an abrupt, dramatic end. We've got the incredible footage and the first-hand accounts from one of combat sports' biggest stars who witnessed it all firsthand. This is a story of survival, unexpected disruption, and the raw power of the elements clashing with human endeavor. And finally, we're diving into the persistent speculation surrounding a potential crossover superfight that has the combat sports world buzzing. One of the biggest names in the game is being eyed for a move to a different promotion, and the fighter himself is fueling the flames, confident that this massive clash could actually happen. We'll break down the feasibility, the potential matchups, and why this could be one of the biggest draws in years. Don't miss any of these incredible stories. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join the Roger Report family. The mic is mightier than the fist, UFC's promo kings. In the electrifying world of combat sports, simply possessing unparalleled athletic talent isn't always enough to capture the global spotlight. Fighters, much like any high-octane entertainer, understand that their ability to connect with an audience extends far beyond their physical prowess within the squared circle or the fabled octagon. The true masters of the game know that cutting a compelling promo after a hard-fought victory or crafting provocative statements in the lead-up to a bout can often amplify their impact just as much as a devastating knockout. These verbal sparring matches, these carefully constructed call-outs and witty retorts, can become as legendary as the physical confrontations they precede, turning a standard fight night into an unmissable event broadcast across platforms like ESPN+. Over the illustrious three-decade history of Dana White's promotion, a select group of athletes have risen to prominence not only for their fighting skills, but also for their exceptional command of the microphone. Their sharp tongues and magnetic personalities have kept fans on the edge of their seats, eagerly anticipating their next public utterance. In this spirit, we delve into a countdown of those who have truly mastered the art of the promo, transforming post-fight interviews and press conferences into must-watch television. Leading our charge is Colby Covington, a fighter whose controversial and often inflammatory comments have made him a lightning rod in the MMA community. His political leanings aside, Covington, with his 17-5 MMA record, 12-5 UFC, has a knack for delivering explosive soundbites. A prime example of his provocative style occurred after his September 2020 victory over Tyron Woodley. In the wake of widespread discussions about racial and social justice, Covington seized the moment to issue a direct challenge to his rival, Kamaru Usman, famously declaring, "Speaking of spineless cowards, Marty fake newsman Kamaru Usman, we've got unfinished business. There's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. I'm coming for you, you're next." This level of confident, almost theatrical, trash talk cemented his reputation and suggests a bright future in sports entertainment beyond his fighting career. Securing the second spot is a true legend of the sport, Chael Sonnen. Known as the American Gangster, Sonnen, with a career record of 30-18-1 MMA, 7-7 UFC, was a formidable force both in and out of the cage. A former competitor in the Smack-Off challenge, Sonnen famously showcased his verbal dexterity following his August 2013 submission victory over Mauricio Rua. In a moment that had fans buzzing, he delivered a rap that perfectly encapsulated his persona. "I'm the man of the hour, Joe, too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick, I'm the men's regret, and if you bet against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet." Even in retirement, Sonnen continues to leverage his charisma, hosting podcasts and creating content, proving his microphone skills remain as sharp as ever. And at the pinnacle of our countdown, the undisputed king of the mic, is the notorious Conor McGregor. McGregor's ability to captivate an audience with his words is unparalleled. His legendary Octagon interview at UFC 205 remains an iconic moment where he defiantly declared to Joe Rogan and the crowd, "I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of me heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody." The double champ does what the expletive deleted he wants. With ongoing speculation about his return to the UFC, particularly for a potential July 2026 card, his explosive presence at the microphone continues to be a major draw, ensuring that any future appearances will be eagerly anticipated, with broadcasters like CBS Sports likely keeping an audio delay ready. Hold onto your hats, because the drama isn't just confined to the fight announcements. Next, we're heading to an outdoor event where the weather itself decided to throw down with the fighters. When nature attacks, BKFC chaos in Montenegro. A recent bare-knuckle fighting championship, BKFC, event in Budva, Montenegro, took a terrifying turn when extreme weather conditions ripped through the outdoor venue, causing significant chaos and forcing the immediate cancellation of the latter half of the card. The 11-fight lineup, initially postponed due to a sudden downpour, eventually commenced, only for a violent storm to erupt, leading organizers to abandon the show before the main event and co-feature bouts could take place. The dramatic scenes were captured on video, showing panicked attendees scrambling for safety amidst collapsing scaffolding and what appeared to be injured crew members on the ground. Among those witnessing the harrowing spectacle was BKFC co-owner Conor McGregor, who recounted the terrifying experience. In a now-deleted Instagram video, McGregor described the event as the maddest thing ever, expressing his shock at the sudden ferocity of the storm. "Budva brought the thunder, baby," he stated, recounting how the venue began to rumble and shake. Recognizing the imminent danger, McGregor made a swift exit, stating, "I wasn't waiting, I know this ain't safe. I am in this ring, Montenegro local big KO finish. We're in the ring about to celebrate, and the storm just erupted out of nowhere. Mother Nature, I got out of there, the heavens were roaring." His account highlights the sudden and overwhelming nature of the weather event. Prior to the abrupt halt, the card had seen a knockout victory by Germany's Dominik Estor against Bosnia and Herzegovina's Damjan Savanovic. The remaining two scheduled fights, Petr Razov vs. Bojan Kostnar and Vaso Bakosvic vs. Wilhelm Ott, are now expected to be rescheduled for a future event. BKFC has yet to release a comprehensive statement beyond their initial update, which indicated that the event would air via tape delay on the BKFC app at a later, undetermined date. The 9 fights that did take place are not currently available for viewing, though clips have surfaced on social media, offering glimpses into the chaotic night. The incident raises questions about the safety protocols for outdoor events in regions prone to sudden, severe weather changes. While the BKFC has a reputation for delivering raw, unadulterated combat, the unpredictable forces of nature presented a challenge that even the toughest fighters couldn't overcome. The focus now shifts to rescheduling the postponed bouts and ensuring that future events are conducted with the utmost consideration for environmental safety, especially in open-air venues. It was a night of unexpected drama, but the fight world is always looking ahead. Could a massive crossover fight be on the horizon, and is one of the sport's biggest stars gearing up for it? Perry's prediction: McGregor's BKFC debut looms. Mike Perry, a prominent figure in bare-knuckle boxing, has expressed strong confidence that a potential fight between himself and UFC superstar Conor McGregor in the BKFC promotion is a very real possibility. These assertions follow recent statements from BKFC president David Feldman, who indicated that McGregor is actively training for a debut within the organization. Feldman specifically mentioned McGregor's potential interest in facing the winner of the upcoming bout between Perry and Jeremy Stephens, scheduled for BKFC 82 on October 4th. This prospect has ignited significant speculation within the combat sports community, despite McGregor's current contractual obligations with the UFC. McGregor recently re-entered the UFC's anti-doping testing pool, signaling his intent to return to mixed martial arts, possibly for a highly anticipated event at the White House on July 4, 2026. With 2 fights remaining on his current UFC contract, a move to BKFC would likely require a formal release from his UFC obligations. Nevertheless, Perry remains optimistic about the prospect of sharing the ring with McGregor, emphasizing the importance of his own upcoming performance. "I think we're in for a good fight on Oct. 4. That's what matters right now, and I'm going to keep building myself up, and if I make enough noise and put on a great enough show and performance," Perry stated. "I think the possibilities of Conor coming in and fighting could be very real. And we just take it a day at a time to fight. Conor would be incredible because I know that he does get the itch, and I know he's very busy and he's put himself in a great place in life where he doesn't need to fight. But you can see the desire that he has." Analyzing the potential matchup from a stylistic standpoint, Perry appears to hold a significant advantage based on their respective records and disciplines. Perry boasts an undefeated 5-0 record in BKFC, with notable victories over former UFC champions like Luke Rockhold and Eddie Alvarez. His aggressive, durable, and relentless fighting style, characterized by close-quarters brawling and high-volume striking, is perfectly suited for bare-knuckle competition. In contrast, Conor McGregor, while celebrated as one of MMA's most dangerous strikers, faces considerable questions regarding his effectiveness in the BKFC format. McGregor's signature striking relies heavily on precise timing, explosive movement, distance management, and a diverse arsenal of kicks and feints, elements that are either restricted or entirely absent in bare-knuckle boxing. His formidable left hand and knockout power remain, but adapting his technique to the BKFC's unique rule set and environment presents a substantial challenge. The potential clash highlights the evolving landscape of combat sports and the cross-promotional opportunities that continue to emerge. While the business of potential fights unfolds, another star experienced a night of unprecedented chaos. Get ready for the full story of Conor McGregor's wild night at BKFC. McGregor's BKFC night descends into chaos amidst freak storm. Conor McGregor's presence at a BKFC Fight Night event in Budva, Montenegro, turned into a scene of utter pandemonium as a sudden and violent storm wreaked havoc on the outdoor venue. The event, which was already delayed due to initial rain, was ultimately canceled before its main attractions could take place, as extreme weather conditions led to collapsing scaffolding and widespread disruption, with reports of injuries among crew members. The dramatic turn of events left attendees, including McGregor himself, scrambling for safety and witnessing nature's fury firsthand. McGregor, who is a co-owner of BKFC, shared his harrowing experience via a now-deleted Instagram video, describing the night as the maddest thing ever. He detailed the terrifying moments when the venue began to shake and rumble, prompting him to evacuate the premises due to safety concerns. "I know this ain't safe," McGregor stated, emphasizing the sudden and overwhelming nature of the storm. "I got out of there. The heavens were roaring." His account paints a vivid picture of the chaos that ensued as the event was abruptly halted, leaving many, including himself, in a state of shock. The fight card had managed to proceed through several bouts, including a knockout victory by Dominik Estorer over Damjan Savanovic. However, the escalating storm forced organizers to call off the remaining fights, including the highly anticipated main event and co-feature attraction. BKFC issued a brief statement confirming the postponement due to extreme inclement weather, announcing that the event would be made available via tape delay on the BKFC app at a later, unspecified date. As of now, the footage from the 9 completed fights remains unavailable to the public, though various clips have circulated on social media, showcasing the dramatic scenes. This incident underscores the inherent risks associated with hosting outdoor sporting events, particularly in locations susceptible to rapid weather deterioration. While BKFC is known for its raw and intense action, the unpredictable forces of nature presented an unprecedented challenge. The focus for the promotion now shifts to rescheduling the abandoned bouts and reassessing safety protocols for future events held in open-air environments. The chaotic night serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of contingency planning in the face of such unforeseen circumstances. The experience was clearly unsettling for all involved, highlighting a night where the elements, rather than the fighters, delivered the most dramatic impact. From nature's fury to the business of potential superfights, the combat sports world is never short on drama. We've covered the promos, the chaos, and the potential matchups. Now, let's wrap it all up. And that's a wrap on another action-packed edition of the Roger Report. We've seen the kings of the microphone in the UFC, navigated the extreme weather chaos at BKFC, and speculated on massive future matchups. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the show, subscribe for more exclusive content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know your thoughts on these stories in the comments below, and be sure to follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. We'll see you next time.